Because we want to talk a little bit more about these results that we just got from Nvidia. We want to bring in Will Summerlin. He's ARK Invest co-lead of ARK Venture Analyst. It's great to have you here. So the strong guidance, one of the big reasons why we're seeing the reaction that we are. AI, how much of that is playing into it? And what do you make of these results?
Yeah, AI is really the driver for Nvidia's future, and they've defined themselves as the market leader. If you look at AI compute and our expectations for AI compute over the next 5 to 10 years, we think this market's going to continue to expand. The trend is such that the larger you train a model, the more compute you use to train a model, the better the model performs. And so for the next 5 to 10 years, we think this market will only continue to expand. With that said, we think a lot of the upside in Nvidia may be priced in. There's a lot of competition coming. AMD is now aggressively moving, excuse me. AMD is now aggressively moving into the compute space. We saw what they did to Intel with CPU, and they're trying to do the same thing in AI with Nvidia. And so there's compute coming there. We also see companies vertically integrating. And so Tesla, for example, is putting a lot of effort into Dojo, which is their own training computer. And so we think Nvidia will continue to be the market leader for some time, but we do see more competition coming.
We've been told for months we've seen a tough environment in gaming. What do you make of the numbers there?
Yeah, it's interesting. For us, really, the future for Nvidia is AI, and that's where we're spending the most time. We do actually think that AI, as it evolves and increases the productivity of knowledge workers, will give people more leisure time. And much of that leisure time could be spent on gaming and other forms of digital consumption. And so certainly part of our thesis, but we really think the future for Nvidia is in AI.
Will, it's Julie here. What's really funny is last year at this time, the future of Nvidia was in the metaverse, right? Like, I remember the company was touting that. Not so much the metaverse we think of where you put the thing on and you're in the virtual office, but sort of B2B, building virtual worlds and training AI in those virtual worlds. You don't hear Nvidia talk so much about that anymore, but is that still part of this whole AI picture?
It certainly is. And for us, AI has been the story all along. Nvidia has seen applications for their GPUs across a variety of use cases in AI, from training large language models, like the ones that power ChatGPT, the popular tool that's come out from OpenAI, to simulation to help train self-driving cars. And so we've really looked at Nvidia through this AI lens for the last couple of years. And the applications that we see around simulation are certainly part of that.
What is their significant advantage in the space, their competitive advantage? And I assume you're going to go in the AI direction. And if so, why are they said to be the primary beneficiary of ChatGPT?
It's really the software on top of their hardware that helps companies train large, complicated AI models. If you want to take a raw data set of text and train a model that performs like ChatGPT, it's very, very difficult to do. You need many PhDs, you need millions of dollars in compute, and NVIDIA has built software that really helps manage that training run. We actually just invested in a startup called Mosaic ML, which abstracts away a lot of that complexity. And so if you have a data set and you want to train your own version of ChatGPT, you can do it through Mosaic's platform. And they use a variety of what are called algorithmic efficiency techniques to make training cycles more efficient. And so now companies can take their own data sets and train their own version of ChatGPT for just a few $100,000. And so we see the software abstraction layer really helping companies embrace the power of AI. And NVIDIA is really focused on that historically, and that's made their hardware perform better than the competition. But again, we're starting to see more companies vertically integrate. Tesla has decided it's worth building their own computers, right? They're building Dojo to train their own models. And with that vertical integration, they can optimize the computers down to the hardware level for the specific use case that they're pursuing. In their case, self-driving vehicles. We're also seeing other companies like Google build their own hardware. And again, AMD is woken up, right? The beast is awake, and they're certainly going after this market. And so they're continuing to invest aggressively and would not discount them, especially given what they did to Intel in the CPU market.
No question. You can see the shares up 7.5% after a solid Q4 earnings report. I know you got to run. Will Summerlin's going to go jump on that earnings call. Appreciate that analysis, sir.